This will be fun. This will be fun.
Okay, okay. I don't know why I was doing that, but okay, okay. Sorry, my microphone had been adjusted, so it was no longer like connected to my microphone I'm using here. But so what we are going to be doing this time, or what we're going to be doing this time, is going to be just doing their draft via a drafting program because it is going to be a little bit easier to just like get it all done and dusted, and also the players don't have to stress too much about the whole overlay thing. So it looks like we are going to be hopping right into Champ Select here, as this is already going to be switching over to the picks and the bans here. So first ban is going to be the Jax. So Jax is going to be taken away there. We're not going to be seeing any Jax anytime soon. So Jax will be gone and gone. That is out of the picture, ladies and gentlemen. No Jax for us anytime soon. But then that is also going to be the Ezreal. So Ezreal is going to be banned away as well. I know there's plenty of hype in chat, but I'm gonna have to keep my voice down just a tiny bit, chat. So it might be a bit of like an ASMR league stream because gonna have to keep it down. But Dragon Lord and Mental Gold, thank you for the follows. Glad to have you on the stream. I hope you enjoy. Hope you have fun. And hope the team supporting is able to come through with a dub. As we see, Morgana and Echo are going to be banned away here. So not going to be seeing any of that hyper carry in the jungle there. No, Morgana jungle has been picking up a little bit of presence. So we are likely going to be seeing that banned away. But also possibly a support ban towards the rats. And then that is going to be the Syndra that is going to be banned away as well. So now we are going to getting our predictions down. So it's going to be rats, and then it's going to be step by step. There we go. But let's go, Dr. Valentine popping in chat. Nice to see you, Dr. Valentine. Hope you enjoy this your stay here on the League of Legends side of things. As now we see that is going to be the Twitch that is going to be locked in because the Draven did get banned away. I might have to adjust my microphone like overall settings just like so it's a bit more sensitive. There you go. So now you guys should be able to hear me a lot better. No. No. Okay, it doesn't work. So we are going to be seeing a possible Thresh pickup. There's going to be the Thresh picked up in that bot lane there. So Thresh support, very common support, very much a jack of all trades support. Can be used for that engage, hard disengage, generally paired up with those hyper carries like the Aphelios, like the Cogmore, and even the likes of a Vayne. So we wouldn't be surprised if this is going to be the bot lane pick here alongside this Thresh, which is going to be quite a strong pick, counter pick into the Twitch, with the Twitch being immediately locked in for the rats, which I think the rats locking in Twitch is definitely it's their sign there. As there we go, we are going to see the Aphelios, as Thresh Aphelios is once again very common bot lane synergy here. The hyper carry Aphelios can rely on the Thresh for some of that hard engage and the hard disengage. So we could see top Helios. Top Helios? Top lane Aphelios? Question mark? Maybe. We'll have to see about that one. But then we are going to see the Nami is going to be paired in with that Twitch over there. So the Nami is going to be quite strong alongside that Twitch, and likely going to be paired up with some of those Enchanter mages in the mid lane. So I mean, like to be surprised if we get the likes of a possible Xerath in that mid lane as well. But no, we're going to see a Shen. So that is going to be a protect the Twitch kind of play style that the rats are going for here. So the Shen is going to be sitting up in that top side, Nami in the support role. And would not be surprised if we possibly saw that top lane counter pick coming out here onto the Shen. Shen does struggle a little bit with that wave clear, so wave clear is not his best strength. Well, not his strength, period. So I'd be surprised if we get someone who has got a little bit more wave clear, so the likes of an Aatrox, but I'm gonna go straight for that mid lane pick, and I'm gonna take away that Aurelion Soul. So there's gonna be going the hard scaling route already for step by step. This looking absolutely massive with the Aphelios and the Aurelion Soul. Got really hard scaling carries there. With Thresh also scaling, like it's just scaling for days. Like even the Thresh scaling armor as well as ability power with his passive, so scaling very much in step by step's favor. So very very good for them there. As now going to see the next set of bans is going to be the Talon. So they're going to be banning away some of these mid lane picks here. Not going to let the mid lane get any more comfort, as Rel is going to be banned out, as Rel has been picked up by step in the jungle. So the Rel is definitely going to be a big thing there. But I think hype wise, We can get some hype going with some of the music, I think. So there we go. So we'll get the music there, but I have to put it quite quiet because I am like, I don't want to wake anyone in my house. But let's get some hype in here. Fish boy, you're in charge of hype in chat, okay? You're in charge. As now we're going to see then that is going to be the Yone ban. So Yone going to be targeting that mid lane as well as possibly even a flex pick with the Yone possibly going into that top lane or that mid lane, but in alternating. But thank you, Fish. No way, Yone ban. I mean, the Yone ban is very much targeted the mid lane, so they did take away a lot of mid lane pressure from the Rats. Shen is the best character in the game. The fact that he has 3 traits as well as being a Giga tank with insane AP scaling makes him force to be reckoned with Crown God and Ever Shroud. Man is a TFT god out here, and we're ready for Remix Rumble that's coming out soon. Oof, that's gonna be so good. But Pop of Valentine, I smoked Ivern. Okay, can I just say that name is like cracked? But then there's going to be the Garen, it's going to be down on top lane. So no Garen in the top lane, as that's going to be the Jarvan lockup. Never seen that before. Yo. Jarvan, crazy pick, right? So that is going to be then the Jarvan. That is going to be a very good lockup there with the Diana now locked in the jungle. Likely a Diana jungle, but can be flexed into the mid lane. But unlikely going to be flexed, as this is going to be the last set of picks for blue side. So it is going to be Diana Yasuo. So that is going to be Diana sitting in that jungle, Yasuo in the mid lane for the Rats. It's something that they have played before. We did see plenty of success with the Yasuo and the Diana. So hoping to see some sick wombo combos in this match here. But it's the draft is knows what's up. They know what's up, but now we gotta see some. We gotta definitely see some of that early game top lane. And Jarvan's gonna go that early game jungle, so we're gonna see that early game top lane to deal with that Shen, as that's going to be the set. Gonna be going for those really early game brawls. It's really gonna be a banger there. But chat, I'm very much going to be encouraging going for clipping as many things as you would like there in the chat. Any like big plays, anything that you catch there that I miss. Because I can clip from here. It is a bit of a nightmare for me to try and clip, like especially like just in general, like from my stream side. So if you have see something good and you want it clipped, I will be clipping, and I'll be taking all those clips. I will put them on YouTube Shorts as well as on TikTok, and possibly move over to Instagram with the Aegis League. So if you want to see some of your plays, come out and pop off on social media and get your name out there. Clip this. What am I, Mr. Ivan? What am I clipping, bro? I can clip that you smoked the Ivan. Step by step, gonna be stepping all over the Rats. I mean, it's gonna step by step. I've got definitely a solid draft here. Very good scaling with the Aphelios and the Aurelion Soul, and then Seth and Jarvan kind of just even it out. Clip this, everything. I mean, everything goes onto YouTube. They're clearing out the Rats like it's New York City. I mean, they're taking steps. Yeah, they're taking steps all over the Rats. Yeah. But I think the Rats team comp has got that really good synergy there with the Diana and the Yasuo. Got very good access into that backline. Diana just needs to be able to get the Moonfall off, and it does work out quite well for them there. So I wouldn't be surprised if that gets picked off there. But the Shen can also drop that submarine ulti there with the Twitch. Can go with that invis, just pop in out of nowhere, or even ult on the Yasuo. They're on the mistakes and drafted Shen to protect Yasuo. Man, that is a very accurate statement. That is extremely accurate. Because Yasuo, as we all know, the Yasuo is like go in 1v9. Like, actually, fun fact. I know we're in champs, like all that. Fun fact, I played the Yasuo support earlier today. I was playing Lethality Caitlyn, and it was hilarious. And he decided, I'm going to play Yasuo support because he wanted to apply Serpent's Fang, and Senna was banned. So he's like, okay, I'm going to play Yasuo. So then all of a sudden, I get this Yasuo support who brought Serpent's Fang first item, absolutely smurfs it, but then our team sucks. Lights, please. Okay, I will go get the lights. So I've got that in the light. Okay, there you go. Yeah, but Seth's going to be landing the big W's. Going to be landing the big W's. Better be getting that big AoE. Can't really be blocked by the Yasuo in this instance. The wind wall does not block that kind of ability, as it will just go through it, as it is a part of Seth himself. So not going to be seeing any funny business with the GP with that there. As they are just going to be waiting for Champ Select to finish, as they are just going through their last set of bans, last set of picks. And then we should switch from Lunagon Leon to Solar Guardian. Yeah. It is very true. It is very true. So that is very much what it's gonna be. Man in chat is just Grom. I need you. You need to just be in chat. You and Fish need to just be in chat the whole time because you guys keep this chat alive when I feel like it's dead or dying. But now we are going to just hop over to the client. So let's get the client over there. So there we go. Draft has all been sorted, so we are going to be waiting just for the draft to finish. And it got me till 11. Oh man. Oh my Grommy man. I got a date with ESCOM. Dude, I just got off with the day with ESCOM. I just sat on my couch and I watched The Mentalist and then spoke to my girlfriend. But dude, ESCOM has been having a hard time. They always pay for it at least. I mean, okay, granted, they always pay for it. That is very fair of them. How sweet of them. So now I need to make sure that I put the right teams wherever they go. So we have got 2 teams out here. So I need to make sure I get the right downloads and not accidentally download the wrong team. So, okay. It's always a romantic dinner. Yeah, it always is a romantic dinner. ESCOM always knows how to spoil us. They give us their candlelight dinners. Okay, I need to get the rats icon. I tell you, the rats icon is the icon of legend. I love this icon. It's just so rat. It is the rat. SBS top laner best. Velvet Violet. Hey, welcome to the stream, Velvet. Welcome. I hope you're enjoying your stay here and have some good fun while we watch some League of Legends out here. And to everyone in chat, thank you for popping in. I know it is a late stream for us South Africans here, pushing at 10 o'clock tonight, and likely not going to be done till around 12 latest. I would say he's even the boss. He could be. Some could definitely say he's the boss, for sure. You're full of it today, Grom, and I'm actually digging it. This is just like my reaction to you, bro. Just like, that seems good. Seems good. But yes, so I will be putting a lot of these clips, any clips that are made throughout the match, I'm going to be going through them, and then I'll be putting a bunch of them on TikTok, and my TikTok as well as my YouTube Shorts, so you'll be able to catch a bunch of them there.
This will be fun.
As Velvet Violet, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy. Hope you have fun. I hope the team you're supporting comes out with the W. I am the TikTok. TikTok. Yeah, it's where Instagram Reels start, and then you get those TikToks on Instagram. Like, I haven't listened to Kesh in so long. Grom, I am too like. Where's the vote for game 1?
This will be fun.
Hey, Axeboy, thank you for the follow. I mean, the vote just happened. Heard is good Nunu player. I'm so excited for this match. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear their excitement. Glad to see that people are ready to support their teams out here. I'm going to take a quick second to just manage like the pictures of the teams, because like the little thingy that I put it in, it's so small. It is ridiculously small, and I can't see it when I edit in studio mode on my laptop or my desktop or on my second monitor. So I'm going to have to be touching up on that in like a while, just before we get in. If you don't mind, chat. I put 1.3k on the lads. Yeah, Braxton door, don't worry, my man. All's good. I do understand you're doing draft, but chat is always here to pick you up and update you. Can't make it to vote for my boys if the vote is done when draft ends. I mean, I put it on for 10 minutes. It starts at the beginning of the first draft. Maybe I should do it at the beginning of the second draft. Like, that's what maybe I should do. Like, I should do it at the beginning of second draft rather than the first draft. Because the first draft is better, because then with first draft, at least I'll be able to catch everything out. I also was too late to predict. Okay, so maybe I'll do the predictions after the draft, the pro draft, and I'll do it in the middle of the like League of Legends draft. If you need to see draft before voting, you're not a real fan. Second driver is going through game plan for each lane, lol. Yeah, okay, understandable. So I'll do what I can, but Oh, we are going to be seeing some like nice skins. Oh gosh, this game, I tell you, there are some nice skins on this team. On each team, there are some like really nice skins. Oh, oh my gosh, I feel I've been blessed. I'm excited all well the team performs. I'm always glad to see, and like always the coaching staff, always big shout out to the coaching staff, also out here really preparing their team for something great. Oh, I can't spin myself enough to be a fan. I make myself dizzy. Okay, Grom, 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 my man. That is top quality. You might be a dad, because that is like the most dad joke I've seen today in this chat. Like that is like the most dad joke I've ever seen. So like I think you might be a dad, Grom. So we are just waiting to load in onto lobby here. I know like ladies, I'm available. But what about the men too, Grom? Like the men might want you too. But so I know I'm sorry dating the SBS top laner. There you go. You just gotta play professional League of Legends, Grom, and you'll get a girlfriend, Grom. But on a bit more of a like a serious note, at least, so I know I've got a bit of a squirrel on my face, as my girlfriend calls it, because I've been shaving here, but I'm keeping here. But it's for I've been doing this for Movember, so I've been doing it to create awareness for men's mental health, men's like. Is the game ready for Justin? Grom undefeated in Div 1 in all split. Really the OG. Okay, so League of Legends broke. Yeah, so I'm doing the Movember just to kind of try and raise awareness for men's mental health and testicular cancer and prostate cancer. I know my girlfriend doesn't like it, my mom doesn't like it, but they know it's for a good cause. So kind of what I'm going for, and I know they can't wait for me to shave it off. I know that they can't wait for me to shave it off, but the client just broke, so I'm just gonna give it a couple seconds. We like it. Oh man. All right, here. So we are gonna just. Oh gosh. So it takes us. Should be able to spec on my spectate, Justin. All right, cool. And so I got in. So I got in and everything. I'm just I need to get the lobby adjusted. For some reason, it didn't take me in on time. It didn't take me in at the beginning. So I will be in now. So I am in the lobby, but I do appreciate it, Braxton Door. I do appreciate all the help. So we are going to be in. So laning phase has already started, unfortunately. About 2 minutes in, not much action. No invades from what it looks like. But I'm just going to be adjusting the icons. So we're going to see a flash coming forward onto Sky here, but Sky is going to have to immediately burn that flash to escape there. Possibly a really good flash coming out from the Thresh, able to deny that there. Go for a goatee. Oof, yo, I would get a lot of scary, like a lot of mad faces if I wait for the goatee. I won't lie to you. But so far, we're going to just take a quick gander at some of the rune choices and everything. So Shen already being forced on this tower by the set, which is going to be running that Conqueror alongside the Jarvan. Aurelion Sol running the first strike. Thresh going for another hook. It's going to go wide onto Sky, barely nicking those little whiskers of hers. Yes, so starting with my Angel. She's not a fan of the goatee. I'm not particularly a fan of a goatee, if I'm honest with you. Goatees are... I don't think I can pull one off. I don't think I can pull off facial hair, if I'm being honest. I've tried it. Go for the goatee. Already have one. Oh yeah, it's very solid, my man. Facial hair, I tried it once before, but it wasn't necessarily a choice thing. As you see, an engage here, coming out onto Reform God here. Loon is going to be coming in. Loon's going to go for the engage. Reform God's going to try to back off. It's going to be a flash. Set has flash. He's going to use a big W. He's going to try and get at least one kill. But a Loon will be there to lock down the set there. To get off first blood. So that is first blood going over to the rats there. But now this is going to be a turnaround fight there. Sky needs to be very careful here. Sky has burnt the ghost and has gone super sneaky beaky like, and we'll just walk it out, as now the rats seem to get away with that first blood onto step by step, yeah. But Yasuo into the Aurelion Soul. It is very much a it is very much a determined matchup on like the confidence of the laner. So if the Yasuo is confident, the Aurelion Soul is also
This
confident
will
in the
be
matchup.
fun.
As D Davy FN, thank you for the follow, Davy. I hope you enjoy your stay and hope you enjoy the stream. As now we're going to see. Okay, so I need it's Alt F, right? Is it Alt F? It's Alt F. Control F. There we go. That's the right one. Alright, so we are going to be seeing this Sky could possibly be looking for something here. It's just going to be using the Nami just to try and get some damage off. But Dr. Valentine and Z-Reed do just want to scale it up. They are a very hard scaling bot lane. And the higher level advantage they have does make it a lot easier for the scaling to happen. But as we're talking about more of this mid lane is more of just a confidence lane. So the Yasuo, if the Yasuo is confident enough, can go for those quick trades with the Aurelion Soul. The Aurelion Soul very much in the same boat. As Aurelion Soul is, Aurelion Souls mostly can kill Aurelion 3 times per 10 minutes, in my opinion. I can very much agree with that. Like if the Aurelion Soul can survive up until he's got about half an item to an item, then he'll be able to survive quite well and he won't struggle. But if the Yasuo is confident enough and catches out the Aurelion Soul on some of his mistakes, it can be very much a profitable lane for the Yasuo. There's Reform God's going for a fight into Whirlpool, but Whirlpool really getting the best of these trades here on the Shen. Really doing quite well there, but has been falling behind desperately in farm here. Especially 16 to 39 with the Shen just really struggling there. Now we see Jarvan is going to be bought top side. The Shen does not have the flash, but does have the dash. So we'll be able to just get right out of there. I went to golf course with my uncle once. We were having a pretty interesting chat about Minecraft as it was new at the time. My dad, who was with me, however, wasn't into games, so he got a bit impatient with me and told me to go tea. Bro. Yeah, having too much fun with this Grom, but I love it. I've missed you in my chat, Grom. I miss you so much in my chat, man. But now Whirlpool is still going to be... Yeah, so once again, we see a lot of what the Shen's weaknesses are just in this early game. We'll be struggling a lot under the tower to pick up some of that CS. So getting that assist does help that Shen quite a bit, at least into the scaling-wise there. Thresh goes for the hook, does land onto the Nami. Nami does have flash, could look to flash away, but is going to use it to get away safely. Really need to burn that flash there. Really good hook coming out from Zareed. And Nyx is going to have to burn that flash to escape there. Now this does put Sky and Nyx on the back foot here. No sums except for the ignite on the Nami. With Thresh and the Aphelios both have their sums up. And do both have combat summoners. At least coming up forward here. And now it looks like they are going to just go for a reset. With the Twitch opting for the Call over the Doran's Blade. Doran's Blade for the Aphelios, but now Radiant Soul has gone for that reset, picked up that last chapter. And the Hearthstone Axe for the set there, but now everyone just going for resets across the board there as I've gotten a hydrate. Alright, I've got some water here. I might need to go fill it up before this game, like in the middle of this game. Yeah, I definitely gonna need to go fill up some water. I'll have to go fill up some water at least in the interlude between the two games here, but so far, only action really is between the Diana taking that kill up in that top side. It has been to her advantage, has been farming up quite a bit. Strife gonna try and go for some early trades with the Aurelion Soul, but now Shen going for some taunts there. Reform are taking a lot of damage, but now the set does win the extended trades, where Whirlpool will only really win the short ones with their grasps. But it's all just a matter of how the lanes play, but really good trades are coming from Whirlpool there onto Reform God. Set needs the fights to last a long time, necessary to get those stacks there. As Diana actually was able to get that dragon, Jarvan went topside and Loon soloed the dragon already. So that's first dragon going into the rats. Still struggling with a bit of a CS difference there, with that set having a bit of a very dominant side there. As Twitch picked up the TM mat early on. So it does look like he just wants to farm and push the waves there. Really wants to have a lot more presence around the map. As now we see Thresh is going to go for the hook, and it's going to catch that Twitch. The Twitch is going to have to burn the flash there. Level 6 is for the Aphelios. It's going to drop the Moonlight Vigil, and that is going to be first kill going over to Step by Step Academy. Zeri does get ignited, but the Crescendum Moonlight Vigil coming out there for Valentine to secure that first kill. Really well played there for Dr. Valentine. As now they are going to be able to shove this wave in. Twitch does not have anything to get to lane fast enough. Is going to lose a lot of the waves. But step by step, coming out hot. with that comeback kill and onto Dr. Valentine very, very comfortably. As Smiley's in the chat. Welcome, Smiley's with the T. Plenty of tea there. As now we see Strife walking forward onto Cornell, but then Cornell getting hit by that cheeky little NATO. Just trying to deny some of that first strike gold. As Aurelion Sol is going to be leading that. Join us in watch party. Hello, Smiley Smiles. It's always nice to have y'all in chat. And especially all the teams coming to support the main teams and all that. But it's always nice to see. As Sky is going to look forward, but Zareed is sitting in the back line. Zareed is waiting there, but it's going to get caught out. Aphelios once. It's going to go for the ghost forward. The Thresh does have the hook. There is no flash there. As Knight is going to dodge that hook, but that is going to be an immediate counter attack there from the rats there, as the rat will not pick up the kill. It will go over to Styx. Go over to Nyx there. Aegis watch party chat. I mean, oh, okay. As you see a bit of engagement from Reform God. Whipple is going to be forced under their tower. Still not a very fun place for the Shen to be, as Sky is going to be able to just shove this wave quite easily with that Tiamat, as Sky and them are going to be able to pick up some platings. No, I made a watch party. Ooh, as now I'm going to see the Flag and Drag is going to be messed up, but Strife is going to go in, and that's going to be a it's going to be a flash away, as the Loon's not going to be able to get that ulti off. Until God gets his Flag and Drag interrupted, but Reform God absolutely trying his best up at that top side, but Strife was not able to get the kill onto that Jarvan there. Really good flash coming out from Mental God, and then also Cornell just back him up there. Cassia is the best one-star. With 3 items, she can be a menace on the board, especially with a subtle front line and the correct traits built around. Okay, Grom, if this is you asking me to stream TFT, I'm going to be streaming the Rumble. I'm going to stream Remix Rumble. I'm going to stream all of it, and we're going to be making icons together as chat. And then share everyone's icons with me. I would like to see them. But Sky now will be on a bit of a back foot here, especially into this lane. But now Yasuo's going for the fight onto Cornell here. Does not have the final breath there, but will not be going, as now Cornell is going to be going for that engage there. But Jarvan does not get the Flag and Drag off, and the Yasuo is able to walk away. Sky's taking a lot of damage from Dr. Valentine, and will tank a tower shot in the process. As now we see Thresh walking up to clear out some wards. As Cornell did tank a bit of a chunk there from the Yasuo, but the Yasuo has reached that point where he can start being really cocky. As Thresh tries to go for the hook onto that Twitch there, but does not connect now. As you see Dr. Valentine, and they really want to shove that wave there onto the Twitch here, who is going to be prioritizing that Titanic Hydra as their first item. So really curious to see how that is going to all work out, but does they want to go for more of that health scaling, at least in this early game so far. The Rain Soul is just going to be able to clear out those minions very comfortably. Valentine gets that solo plate. Also, Reed is going for some roams there, while Loon is going to be walking bot side. Strife is going to be here, is going to be possibly looking for something here, and is going to try and look for a 1v1 there. We're going to see an engagement on Dr. Valentine, but Dr. Valentine's going to be saved there. The Ignite will not take over. That's going to be the Flag Drag into the Cataclysm, and that is going to be Diana taken out. The Thresh is going to secure the kill there. It is now Jarvan and the Thresh, as the Cataclysm will secure the kill onto the Diana, but Aphelios was taken down by the Nami Ignite. So Nami is going to be picking up that second kill there. But now Sky is going to be smacking at Zareed. Really does not want that wave to be frozen. So he's going to be able to keep it really nice and pushing there. But Cornell farming absolutely insane on this Aurelion Sol now. 123 farm at 12 minutes. Really stacking it up, as Yasuo did want to go for a possible fight mid, but the fight has taken us top lane. As now Aurelion Sol is stuck under his tower, a little bit low. Has already got a shutdown with the amount of farm that he has. So really, really good farm there coming out from RSA Cornell. As now the rat continues to be an annoyance there. Aurelion Sol just going to try and slow that wave down just a little bit. Diana is going to be looking to path bot side. Bubble goes wide from the Nami, as Diana is going to be starting up that second dragon already. Has got the Nash's Tooth. So it does have that really quick taking potential there. But you can see a fight happening on the top side. But there's going to likely be a fight happening down in this bot side here over this dragon here. With Zareed and Valentine are going to be there. Alun is going to be on the dragon here. We're going to need to focus this dragon down. But they are not going to walk past it. They are just going to let Alun get it. Alun is going to be gifted that dragon. Thresh and Aphelios will just back off, as Yasuo did walk down as well. And there's 2 dragons for the rats so far, as the rats were able to secure themselves the 2 dragons. Whipple going in onto Set here, but Set's going to be able to pick up the kill there. But it's not going to be enough, as Whipple does not get taken down. The Set not able to lock down the Shen, who does use the flash to get to safety, as the Grasp is going to keep rocking there. But what are we going to be seeing? We're going to be seeing any possible dive potential here as Jarvan is going to be going top side, but so is the Yasuo and the Diana, who do have that sick wombo combo with the Moonfall as well as the Last Breath. Going to be very, very good damage there, as now Rat's going to be pushing it up. Zareed wants to look for a go in here. Why did I say he wants to look for a go in? I swear English is my first language. I swear it is. But now what Paul is going to be just try and freeze the wave. Really wants to keep it close to the chest here. Not going to be too much. Not going to try and get that too much on the tower there, as the bubble does land onto the Thresh there. But Nami takes a bit of a beating. But will get the electrocute trades there. And Valentine just going to have to use that shield. But really good trades coming out there from the Nami there. As Aurelion Sol does have that full Leandries already. So we'll be doing that little bit of tick-tick-boom damage over to the Yasuo, who is only sitting on those boots. As you see, Yasuo is going to go for the fight there onto Cornell. Taking quite low. 140 CS as well as the Aphelios. 134 CS at 14 minutes. Dr. Valentine and Cornell are farming absolutely superbly here from step by step. And Sky is going to be going for, has been gone for the Tiamat just to kind of clear that farm better. But looking at some of the gold right now, so the gold is very much in the Aphelios' favor in terms of tower plating and general gold. Aurelion Sol also been farming quite well, got a 400 gold lead there. And that top lane has very much fallen into Set's favor. Shen having a real hard time trying to get this farm. But Set has been just constantly denying it for the Shen. Shen has to farm under the tower, sacrifice a lot of tower health. And the Set hasn't even been able to hit the tower just yet. As the Shen is going to just use that Q just to get that extra bit of damage over onto the minions, as Reform God keeps the pressure. While Strife could look for a play here onto the Yasuo. Yasuo is just going to dash away there. Does have the Last Breath. Is not going to take it there. It's going to get here a Whirlpool onto Reform God. Reform God's going to drop that ult. They're going to take Whirlpool up in that top lane. Is it going to be the 1v1? The Shen has nowhere to go. No dash, no TP, no flash. As the W is not going to connect. And not enough crit stacked up. So that is going to be Shen walking out there. So Yasuo is going to be going for that fight there. Does land the Nado. It's going to go for the ulti under the tower. And that is going to be Strife picking up that kill in that mid lane very comfortably. With now we see an engage coming here onto Reform God. There's going to be a taunt coming in from the Shen. But Shen's taking a lot of damage. Reform God takes down one. And Reform God is looking like he's going to try and take down two. Doesn't have the W. We're going to see a flash coming in from the Thresher. But the hook is going to go wide. John's going to do the Cataclysm. Going to catch two members. Neither of them have the flash. And then Aphelios is going to drop that turret. Going to drop the ulti. And this Aphelios is absolutely shredding it down in the bot side. It's really well executed. Cataclysm coming out from Mental Gore. And this does take the bot lane to a stronger point. Is now Reform God's going to go find into a Loon. Going to try and get a solo kill into Loon. Going to flash forward with that W. Reform God really wants to try and get this Diana. But the Diana is running away. Going to try and slow him down. But that's not going to be enough, as the Loon will walk it out very comfortably there. Bro, how do you speak so fast? I've been playing this game a long time, my man. I can say that. But now Mental God is going to going for that nice reset. Already got a good drop on the Rift Herald on that bot side. As well as getting that ball in a little bit more ahead of Philios with that Kraken Slayer. And looking to build into that, possibly building into the Gale Force or the Infinity Edge. As now the map has been somewhat opened up in the bot side, so now the Aphelios and the Thresh will probably look to reset and rotate down to the mid. Will rotate into the mid lane, while we see Yasuo has gone to the bot side, just to try and go and push that wave, while Twitch is going to head into the mid lane to match the Aphelios here. But now Warpol's going to go and catch that control ward up there. Sky is going to go for an engage. It looks like going to go. Diana's going to try and look for something here, but the Thresh Lantern at the ready. Dr. Valentine not going to be getting hit by any of those. As we see, Nyx is going to catch out a lot of wards here. Thresh could look for a death sentence, but not going to be any luck there. As now Set's going to go in there. He's going to pull out the Shen. Shen is going to be able to get that taunt away. Not going to be able to get that ulti flip over. But big damage from the Haymaker. Going to do plenty of damage onto that Shen. That true damage really knocking at it. As now, third Drake is going to be spawning. Loon does want to pick it up, but Tidal Wave does come out. The Thresh is going to have to drop the lantern, but bro, Aphelios, take the lantern, man. But now we can see an engagement with Nyx stepping a little too close. And Mendelor is going to drop that Cataclysm, going to take out Nyx, and Aphelios is going to secure the kill. That's going to be death sentence connecting onto a Loon. Aphelios is stacked up. Aphelios smurfing as Mendelor picks up another. Yasuo gets hit the Nado, but it's not going to take it there. As we see, Aphelios is fighting from the other side of the map. Yasuo is going to keep going in, and now the Radiant Soul has turned in to try and take down the Rat. But it's going to be the Shen ulti coming in to save Sky there. Shen will taunt in, and Warpole will be taking down Zyrex as Warpole is going to walk with Sky there. Reform God has rotated down to the bot side, as we're going to see the flash forward coming from Cornell. And not going to be able to get the chase. Zorpal is going to go for the reset. We see the TP coming out from the Setu. Is going to be able to go back to that top side and pick up that tower. Shen does have the TP as well, but it's too low to deal with it. So Shen is just going to go and look for a reset bot side. But Set's going to get that tower. Set's going to be able to push that tower very quickly there. Just wants the minions to push. As the tower is going to likely push out the top side for step by step. They are going to take that tower. Shen not going to bother even trying to use that TP. So that is going to be the first tower for the second tower for step by step to be taken. With all very much in their favor right now. They do have all the pressure for the Dragon. Aphelios 1.5 items there. And we've got the even Trout for the Thresh there with those cooldown reduction boots. As Wimple's going to get that Heartsteel stack. Really, really nice for him. Reform God going to be walking into the jungle there. Not going to spot out a Loon. But now it does seem like Dr. Valentine is going to be on this Dragon here. There's not going to be any contest on his top side. Thank you, Smiley, for the tier 1 sub. Thank you, Smiley. Glad to have you here. And thank you for the 5, thank you for the 5 months. I will happily look after that sub for you forever. I promise. Thank you so much, Smiley. As we are going to be seeing some more action coming out into this mid lane here. Radiant Soul, Thresh, and the Jarvan are going to be there as well. Nyx and Sky are sitting in the mid lane with Twitch with that Titanic Hydra. It's a little bit tankier than the others, but it's still going to be quite easy to kill as Kindo Greg. Hey, welcome, Kindo Greg. Why are you saying thank you to me? I'm the one saying thank you to you. You're the one supporting my channel. Thank you. And so Thresh going to go Flash Flay. Is not going to get that hook over there. He's going to get that Prime Sub. He's going to see an engage coming in there onto Sky. And Sky is going to get absolutely deleted. Orcs the One, thank you for your Prime Sub. Glad to have you here. Thank you. I really do appreciate it there with the Prime Sub. He's going to see the set going in for the engage. It's going to drop that ulti there. Going to pull him. The Haymaker is stacking up the outside. Does not really have anywhere to go. The Haymaker is going to secure that. And there's going to be a shutdown going over to Reform God. Does drop a little bit of Mastery 6 there and a bit of a setup there. What is he doing, man? What is he doing? But thank you to the one brave Twitch rushing a Titanic. Twitch is a brave boy. Or brave girl. Very brave, I can say. But thank you again for all the support, everyone. Thank you, Smiley, for the sub. And thank you for the Prime from Orcs the One. Glad to have it, and we'll look after it with very much my life there. I promise. As I'm going to see, Reform God has picked up some more kills there. Is looking quite strong. And Set is quite a strong counter pick into the Yasuo in most cases, especially how tanky and how much fighting power he does have. But now Aurelion Sol is also just sitting in the side lane, just farming it up. Really having a good time here. 2-item Aphelios. Aurelion Sol has got 2 items, especially with that tier as Nanami. It's a bit of a situation. It's going to be the Flag and Drag. It's going to be the Haymaker, but Reform God will just drop that last auto and take down the Nami. As now step by step are in, looking like they're going to be a little bit more dominant here. Mental God does want to go for the dive here. They can look for it. The Aphelios is stacked up. So is Cornell, taking a bit of the tower. Reform God and Mental God are there. The Cataclysm is available, but they can't seem to get the tower there as Yasuo really wants to try and look for an engage there with the Diana, but they're not letting this Aphelios anywhere near this Diana here. As the hook is going to connect there, Zari's going to get a massive flag and drag into the 3-man Cataclysm. Set is going to drop the ulti, and a massive team Cornell takes down one, and then Yasuo takes down Trade on the Thresh, but the Aphelios will take down Yasuo as revenge. As Valentine absolutely annihilating with that Crescendo ultimate there. Sky is going to go for that flash forward, and that is going to be Twitch getting stacked up by the Nami, but not going to be enough. As step by step dominate that fight with the Aurelion Sol and the Aphelios, picking up the majority there. And Aphelios now 5, 2, and 3, 194 farm at 22 minutes. As you're going to see, Shen does try to go for an engage onto the Aurelion Sol, but does not connect there. But Reform God can now safely return to his top lane. Relatively chill, not an argument in sight. As Anami is just going to be dancing, giving us a nice dance. Can we just get we're gonna get that dance again from the Nami. It's a really sick skin, so we would like that dance again, Nami. If you get please, if you ever get the time, give us a dancey dance. No dancey dance from the Nami. Oh, she's going to be going to do some ward clearing. And now Luna is going to be smacking away at her blue buff. And now Alune is up, as we're going to be seeing a bit of damage coming off there. But now Aphelios is going to be sitting alone in the mid lane. Thresh is going to be wandering about. Going to be looking for some picks here. The Lantern always at the ready to look for that engage. as very much showing off that bunny foo kind of style of Thresh play. Really looking for those ingenious hooks and those ingenious lanterns there. This Thresh is more than just throwing a hook. It's more about the mental game. It's more about holding the hook is often more powerful than actually using it. It's really the pressure that the hook is going to come out. As you know, he's eventually going to use it, but you just don't know when. And now Dan is going to be going for that reset there with the dragon spawning in 30 seconds. Looks like Jarvan and Thresh are going to be looking to catch some vision out there. Sky and Nyx are not going to be able to stop that there, as the Thresh is going to be just likely going to be building into that Knight's Vow for the Aphelios there. The hook does go wide onto a Loon there, but Strife has looked into the jungle. Now, where Rats want to play is they really want to play in the jungle. They want to play with their big ultimates. They want to play with the likes of the Diana, and they really want to play with the likes of the Diana Yasuo combo, and then the Nami ultimate also coming out there. But Cornell does have the Sky's Descent. Really big ulti. Really hard kind of engage. They're going to be smacking up the dragon. And Tidal Wave is going to come out. Threat's going to get the land, but we're going to get a TP coming in. That's going to be the box is going to be dropped. Philips doing so much damage, but the Skies will descend. And Cornell takes down one. Set down takes down another. And Aurelian Soul is going to pick up that double. And that is Set picking up double as well. As step by step, they are able to pick up the dragon. And they're able to pick up the ace. Well, the 4-man, while Shen in that top side wasn't able to get the ulti off in time. As that was a really good TP coming in from that Aurelian Soul. Really came in clutch. Really solid TP there. As our Reform God's be smacking away at this tower. While the rest of his team are going to be smacking up the Baron. Going to smack up the big purple snake. Well, it's not exactly purple at the moment. He's kind of blue right now. But now Warpol's going to fight Reform God here. We're going to see a bit of a 1v1 here. But not going to happen there, as Baron is going to be started up. Going to be taken quite quickly. As you're just going to see some resets across the board here. Just everyone going to get back to their respective lanes. Really solid TPs from across the board. Especially from step by step, really using that to their advantage. Shen did try and make their way into the fight with the Stand United. But unfortunately, his chosen target was bursted down. I'm not sure necessarily who that was. Wasn't able to catch it too quickly. But the Stand United was burnt. And is not going to be up at least for the next fight. But he will have teleport at least for the next dragon. Which will be the dragon to get on Soul Point. But right now, this Baron up Aurelian Soul is going to be a really big mess to deal with in the side lane. Aphelios, 3 items. Ready with that Zeke's Convergence over the Knight's Vow. So going to be dropping a plenty of damage once the box is gone from the Thresh. As the Set looking really good so far. Set really picked up the CS in the lane. 3 items with the Stride Breaker, Black Cleaver, and the Styrax. So it's going to be quite a menace there with Aurelian Soul also picking up those 3 items. That is going to be the Leandries, Rylai's, and the Archangel's combo. Yasuo's going to go for the fight there onto the Reform God. Reform God's going to drop that ulti there. Not going to be able to get the pullback. Yasuo's just going to dash away, but Woolpole is going to go for the dash. It looks like the Yasuo is going to try and go for the engage onto the Set there. The Set is going to be going for the fight. The massive Styrax gauge proc there. Big shields. Big damage, as that's going to be the Haymaker, but it's not going to be enough. As Thresh does drop the lantern, and Thresh gets the Reform God out alive. Alun does drop the ulti there. He's going to try and get Reform God. Reform God is barely alive, but that is going to be Shen getting that 1,000 gold shutdown. As Yasuo is going to get that Nader onto Zyredex, as he does have the flash. And that Nader is going to connect, but Zyredex will walk out with the help of the boosted lantern. Not the boosted lantern, the boosted plant. As now we're going to see a Thresh go for the hook, but flash from the Nami. As bit of an overstep there from Reformed God, and the 1,000 gold does go over into the hands of Walpole. As now the gold lead is only at 9,000 right now. Still a very hefty gold lead for Step by Step. They look very comfortable right now. Really just playing for picks. Really just playing for the time that they have. Which is exactly what they can do. They want to get their soul. They've got Baron. They've got their side lanes all pushed. Aphelios is getting plenty of farm in that mid lane. That's for sure. He's going to be pushing that up. While Zyredex and Mental God are going to be looking for some pickups here. Set is just scary. He's going to see a positive flag and drag just to get out there. Pole is not going to be able to catch anyone out there. Not a Jax though. I mean, Jax is just as scary. I mean, that's why I don't play top lane. I can't play top lane to save my life, I swear. Top lane is a very scary lane. But now Elune is also going to be trying to get that Zhonya. So it's going for more of that AP Diana. Not going to go for that hybrid attack speed tank Diana, which I do very much appreciate. The tank Diana, Jaxo Diana is such an outdated Diana build. I don't like playing it. It's so It feels so meh. You don't do damage, you're kind of just there. But really appreciate Loon for going for that instance. So, and then also with the Yasuo has got a 2.5 item, so can spike quite hard at this point in the game. So as if the Dyna is able to get a good ulti onto Dr. Valentine, we're very hard for Dr. Valentine to escape that with all the kind of engage that'll come through. Shen going in on the Yasuo, they protect the Yasuo. Yasuo can take down the Aphelios, and then from that point, it is not as it's a bit of an it's the downhill battle. They do very much take that quite comfortably in the chest. As now obviously possible engages coming on. Sky has gone invis, does have the rune-ons. And looks like is going to be going for like Black Cleaver, I believe, on this Twitch here. Going to be going more of that hybrid shred, like tank health Twitch. I have not seen too much of this Twitch. I have seen the Titanic Hydra with the rune-ons, but not necessarily sure what item he's going to be going through next there. Oh, could be actually going for the Trinity Force as I think about it now. As you're going to see an engage here from Mental God. They're going to get the characters onto a Loon. A Loon is going to be locked up. Twitch is going to be smacking up Dr. Valentine. And Dr. Valentine's going to be able to pick up one. Dr. Valentine's kiting this so well. Rainsol picks up 2 set. Use the Haymaker, pick up the Yasuo, and Nick Storm is all alone on low HP. Are allowed to have coaches while playing. So you are not allowed to have the coaches while playing. They cannot, like, from what I know, the coaches, they're there for the draft, and then they leave the Discord. And then the teams play it out. Kind of very much similar to, like, the current professional rulings in League of Legends. Yeah, coaches leave during load screen. Yeah. There we go. So now the rules will all be there on the Aegis Discord if anyone does want to catch any of them anywhere, anytime soon. All run by Forks and the admins, having a good time. As now we see Reform God is going to be leading the charge here. Quite strong. But now it does look like it's going to be a bit of a reset here. Not going to be too big for their boots. And are just going to go for just a bit of a reset here. Very easy reset. As now we're going to see the game should be ending somewhat closely. The amount of gold that they are ahead. They've got super minions pushing in mid, Radiant Souls pushing in top. 2 inhibs down. Bit of a rough one here, at least for the Rats. But they are hoping at least to find their re-engage. Possibly looking forward here. But it's a bit of a tough one, even for them. Not necessarily able to find the placements they need, especially with the Yasuo Diana synergy. And then the tidal wave could be a marker for the Yasuo, but not as easy as they would have anticipated. As now they're just going to really try and stack up this Twitch, who is, from what I'm seeing, is going into that Black Cleaver. So he's going a very much health-orientated Twitch build. So really wants to go that health shred. Wants to be a bit tankier. And do that extra Black Cleaver shred there. So Sky is just going to be protected by Nick Storm here. As a Rat. We all like to see the Rat, but Radiant Soul does have the Sky Stand. It's going to get Warple's going to get hit by the Cataclysm. Does get the taunt right out there. So that's not going to be any wombo combos there. Shen, no dash. That is no Cataclysm for Mental. But Mental does not necessarily. It is very low cooldown with the amount of ability haste that they do have. As now, what are we going to be? As we're going to see, there's going to be some more pressure there. Radiant Soul is going to drop the spaghettification, is what I like to call it. Just like it destroys everyone. Aphelios is going to be doing damage from a million miles away. As now Yasuo is not going to hit by that little old death sentence there. The Loon does want to go for an engage here. Did use the Proto Belt, but the Thresh Flake will save the team there from a possible detrimental 5-man ulti. As you're going to see, Set is going to go for a fight there onto Nick Storm. It's going to drop the ulti. He's going to fly over with her. Nick Storm's going to flash. It's just like flying over the wall. Reform God actually taking no prisoners there. As you're going to see, the Thresh is going to connect on the down. Down's going to be knocked away. That's going to be a massive Radiant Soul ulti. It's going to be the skies descending. Radiant Soul picking up one. Going to be dashing over. Going to be picking up 2, but it's going to get taunted away. They're going to get the Flag and Dragons. Cornell is going to try and get out of that tower and will make it out alive. Sveto cleans it up. Or Reform God is going to be fighting and taking those towers. Zareed is going to be tanking the tower. Cornell's just be flying over. It is just the Rat against Dragons and a Fist Fighter. Who is going to take this here? Sky just trying to pick up one. We'll be able to pick up at least one kill. Going to try and cut it out with the spray and pray, but the Haymaker will be able to finish them off. As that is going to be GG, well played. A step-by-step end up taking game 1. Alright, so take a look at that Set damage. So Set was doing absurdly high amounts of tower damage. Like damage overall, Aphelios absolutely smurfing it along with Set. Radiant Soul doing quite well. The Rat, unfortunately, not able to get as much damage as they would have liked, as they were trying to build more health-orientated. But we should be seeing more of their what kind of strategies now that the rats are going to come up with going into this next game here, as they are all ready to go. So we are going to be handing out those prediction points over to everyone. So Set coming in clutch over there. So SBS are going to be taking game 1 there. So all points are in. So I will be doing the points and everything in the League of Legends Champ Select, not in the Draft Champ Select, because I know some people did miss it, unfortunately. So hopefully they're able to catch it this time around, at least with this game. But to everyone in chat, thank you for all popping in, for all joining me tonight for this game, this League of Legends game in the Aegis League. It is Division 1, and it is going to be an absolute bang. We got some more talking points from Division 2. So we know what's been happening with Division 2 so far. So it looks like... So SBS Academy did take a victory today over the Give SA a server, from what I'm collecting. I know Elements of Helium and Shady, as far as I'm aware, was 1-0. But now Helium did win the 2-0 over SAC. So that is going to be Helium. I'm not saying Helium. Helium is definitely the way to go. But that is going to be a W for the Step by Step Academy. And ready, game 1, W for Step by Step. Cough, and Best Girlfriend. Oh shoot, draft type. Gotta go. But I gotta contest because I think I have the best girlfriend. It's gonna be a competition. But at the end of the day, it's everyone to their own. Everyone to their own. At least from what I know, Mr. Curran. Share my angel. Nah, but leave it for the DMs. Leave it for the DMs. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. But always got to be grateful for that support across the board. Plenty of support for everyone out here, family, friends, you name it. Love to have it all here. As my hair is kind of deciding to do its own thing. But while we are waiting here, I'm gonna hopping out here. Please do the vote when draft 2 start. I will be sure to. Don't you worry. As I do want to go get some water, so I'm going to be taking a small little breaks. I'm going to be taking just a 2-minute break. Love your hair, by the way. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Hermione. Thank you. Thank you. Free. I grew it myself. So I'm going to put us on just about a 3-minute break here while I'm going to get something to drink. I'll see you all shortly. Catch you later, alligator. And I'll see you all very, very shortly. I need to remember to unmute my mic this time because I keep forgetting to unmute my mic. But we are going to be just on a small break, so some team's just going to be taking a small little break. So we're going to be just chatting with all of you and getting some of your thoughts and opinions so far of the tournament. I know this is only the third series that I think second series I've been able to cast so far, with a lot that's been going on. But what have we been thinking? Have you been enjoying the Aegis League? Because I think it's been quite fun, quite entertainment. Love the community, love all of you. You guys are all very supportive of all your teams. Very glad to have that. Yes. That is the answer. Yes. Very much agree. All right, song choice. Sleeping Looper. All right, what have we got, Mr. Sleeping or Mrs. Sleeping Looper? So what song is it have we got here? Oh, I know exactly what song this is. I have this song. So all right, there we go. I do love this song. I know exactly what song this is. Sleeping Loop. It's a solid. It's a banger. Five minutes of just solid tunes. All right. Well, then let's get some from Very Much Small. What else is Very Much Small like into play? So it's the rarely form known as Purple. Oh, this is from Risk of Rain. Oh, I love that game. I love Risk of Rain too. It's one of my favorite games. I do love playing it. What is this? Into the night, my hand to the fire. It's no use. Can't stop when you're shining through. It's true. The light shine through. Leave it's true. If your light shine through. This is the gaming hours. So this is like the like childhood, not like it's like my early days of music was I was NCS, even in streaming, just like. And all the montages, you'd watch all the montages, and it'd always have an NCS song on, and it would always just go hard, and it was just like just just the feeling of good music. It's just like, ooh. The Weeknd has a song like that. Mm-mm-mm. That is such a vibe. Mm. So when regards to requesting music, you also can like you can copy the link, or you can just send the song name and title and like song name and artist, and I can just put it straight through Spotify. So I am just gonna be getting the spec. I believe this is the spec for. Is this the spec? I hope it's the spec. I didn't just click a random link that. Okay, it is the spec. It is the spec. Okay, cool. It's a spec. Staycato. Binding Light Spice. There we go. Okay, so we got Staycato, Captain Gangplank login. Captain Gangplank login screen. Okay. Let's do that. So. And then. All right, we've got some nice tunes lined up here. Getting ready. I don't have the Spotify. I pray it's the right one. I think I know what song you're talking about. The person got to show how to cash out. I mean, yeah. I think I know which song you're talking about because I might have it. Can I just say there's a lot of versions? So I'm hoping I got the one. It's by like Illy or something, or ILY. Okay, we got lots of tunes requested out here. The Nunu and the Boy Yeti. Oh, these are such nice songs. These are such nice songs. So, Willump. All right. We've got some really nice tunes coming up there from everyone out here. But I think it'd be a very big mixture. One thing I can say for sure. Yeah. Draft R. All right, so we're gonna get ready to hop into draft. We will still have all the music. We'll still be playing. I will play out this music until it all finishes, so everyone will get to have get their music on the stream. And I know how big that is, because music is a big part of me. So always love to have the music here. Oh gosh, we got more. Not that I have anything against more. Okay, no, I did get it. Don't you worry. I did get it, Smiley. Don't you worry. Zaya and Rakan. Okay. I got the Smiley song as well. And now we are going to get Zaya and Rakan. Add to queue. Alrighty. So that's we'll be stop taking requests for now, as we are going to be heading into draft here. So this is going to be draft for the main game there. So oh gosh, that is a very different screen as what we are used to. As there we go, we are going to be heading into the draft for game 2 here. So it is going to be the Rats going to ban away the Jax and the Ezreal immediately. So not going to be in that comfort there with the Morgana and the Echo banned away. So no Morgana in that bot side for the Rats. No Echo in the mid or the jungle. So no flexibility there. As Aurelion Sol going to be banned away by the Rats. They did not like to deal with the Scaling Dragon. The Scaling Dragon is going to be a rather scary one, as we got a wow from Mr. Forks. So the wow. And we've got some sick tunes here from none other than our boys in chat. As now we're going to see Draven's going to be banned away once again, but Jin is going to be picked up in the bot side for Miss Sky. So Sky's going to be rocking the 4 Virtuoso over there. So it's going to be interesting to say the least, seeing what kind of build that she's going to be going. She's going to be going for this kind of lethality build that has been showing a lot of presence, or is she going to stick to the Stormraiser build, which has been making its way back up in the ranks, just on the basis that Stormraiser got buffed and there's a nerf to stack ship. But Thresh still showing that high priority for step by step. They do want Xyrade to pick up that Thresh and that Aphelios too. They are very confident with this Thresh and Aphelios, and I'm going to continue playing it. Remember the prediction. No, don't worry. I remember the prediction. I'm gonna from the coaches want to predict as well, so I'm gonna be doing the prediction over into the champs of draft select. So once they are on League of Legends draft, not on draft lol. Welcome Sparkton. Is that's gonna be Zyra is gonna be paired up with the Jin. Zyra and Jin do have quite a lot of synergy. Zyra can proc the Deadly Flourish really easily with her plants and with that root, and can very much set up Jin for plenty of success there with the amount of CC and damage she does offer, especially in that early game. Closes the gap a little bit, but gonna see how that goes. But now we are going to be seeing that what is going to be that last pick? That's going to be Kale. It's Hazer. Welcome, Hazer. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. Hope you enjoy. Hope you're having fun on this late Saturday evening. And now Kale is going to be picked up in that top side. So that is Whirlpool on a carry. Playing the carry Kale. Going to be a spicy one. As scaling is now not the only thing step by step want. Mix of African teams again, sir. Indeed, sir. Step by step, I'm going to collect majority South African as well. With the Rats also majority South African players. I think some more members of the academy teams, as well as other members, can give you more specific details if you are intrigued. But that's at least from what I am aware of where they are from. So that is going to be the Maokai that's going to be picked up in the jungle. So that is going to be a Maokai engage alongside the Thresh. So I'm not going to be opting for any of that carry jungler. Going to play more on that defensive side at least. with the Kale scaling going to be holding that priority for Paul, and then the Victor ban in the mid lane. Diana going to be banned in the jungle away from the rats, so no comfortability there for a Loon on the Diana. So we're not going to be seeing any of that anytime soon. As now we are going to be just waiting out for these last few picks here. What is going to be taken away from the rest? They still not picked a mid lane or a jungler here, so wouldn't be surprised if we got another mid lane ban going ahead. Because our region has developed to this level, it's always great to see it. It's always great to see what these teams have able to bring to the plate and like the competitive drive that these teams have. Like I just wish that it had more growth, and I wish that it had more like pizzazz. And there's so much more going on in the scene that like I can even express. But like there's so much more that I wish the South African scene could bring. Like one day I hope to bring it to the big screen. So one day I hope South Africa can put a team in the EMEA, like we can play up in the worlds and whatnot. As there's going to be the Kane is going to be banned away as the final jungle ban, and then the Syndra going to be banned away in the mid lane from step by step there. This is going to be the Yone, so they did sacrifice a ban, so Yone does end up getting through, as that is now going to be Yone flex mid or top. I've always wanted to see Quick Shot casting an SA team. Oof, that's the dream. But the dream is I want to be like Quick Shot. I want to be Quick Shot. I want to be like going overseas and be like I'm from South Africa, like the local scenes, and I want to have like the two sides. I want to be able to see the two different metas and two different types of teams that we have. That like we have the capability of bringing esports out of this country and into the world. With Lissandra being picked up in that mid lane to counter that Yone, and that is going to be then the Sejuani into that jungle. So that is going to be a plenty of lockdown again from the rats there with that Lissandra, and the Sejuani can lock down that Aphelios very, very easily. The Kale does have that late game scaling, and Grom wants to be a Simba Chippy. Very admirable. What kind of Simba Chippy would you be? You got to be a specific flavor, as that is going to be the Silas. We also do not have many streamers. No, from what I know, we do have content creators and South African streamers. A very good like select of them are doing quite well. As that's yeah, Silas is going to be mid, and that's going to be the Yone up on the top side. But at least from my understanding, it's not enough to dictate like a League of Legends South African scene. The KFC one, oof, yeah, those KFC Simba Zinger chips, they slap. But I would actually go for like a very OG kind of flavor. I'd have to go for the fruit chutney one. I like tomato sauce flavored ones. My mom and dad actually love the tomato sauce flavored ones. Those were good. Those were so good as well. Like, so now we are gonna do prediction. So prediction time is going to be happening. So now we are going to be going who's going to be taking game 2 here. So at the coach's request, we will be putting a 10-minute timer here. So 10 minutes of the people that can get to vote and use their points. And always get ready to rumble here, as we are going to be heading into, hopefully, into new champ select here. And are we just going to be waiting for everyone? Yep, indeed. Indeed, sir. Just got to give the all clear. And we are going to be ready to rumble. And now this is going to take us into just tournament draft here. So we are going to be seeing some of that done. But what kind of music? So we're still finishing off The Rain, formerly known as Purple, by Chris Christo Delulo. Such a good song. It's actually been super chill. I should listen to the stuff on stream more. Like this stuff seems so nice on stream. But I guess also one of the reasons is like a lot of eligibility like people lose. Like I think like South African streaming doesn't bring in as much income or as much of like a viewer base as like overseas streaming does. Because South Africa, like, streaming is still kind of growing. I keep betting all my points like an addict, and then I can't hydrate. I mean, Grom, I can definitely suggest you don't go to, well, gamble. Just as a personal request for no particular reason whatsoever. But, like, streamers, only, like, handful of recognized streamers can, like, make it out there. Like, my goal is I want to get sponsored. I want to be able to like do content reveals and all that.
This will be fun.
Your tea is now mine. Thank you for the follow. Your tea is now mine. Glad to have you. Hope you enjoy your stay on the stream. I'm on a Tobias Fate stream now. But so it's like I should be saying, "Oh, Big Mama, the Lawi, the Big Mama." What region they playing in, by the way? So they are playing on EU West. So that is regionally the closest to South Africa in terms of low ping. But also, like, I guess EU Nordic can also get quite low, but EU West is the somewhat the lowest. Bahrain can be quite low, and Russia a bit far, but like there's a handful of servers. I have 1 mil on him. Respect, mad respect. If there's a champion to have 1 mil on, it's GP, and like I can there's like probably like 5 to 10 champions where if you have a lot of points on him and you've committed to that, I have so much respect. Like, so GP, Aurelian Soul, both Aurelian Souls, I have a lot of respect for those kinds of people who really do commit to that. Kindred mains as well. Kindred really, like, that champion's so rarely played. What else? Who else? Like, what kind of champions out there that are very, like, very rare? You don't see very often. Ivern mains, Bard mains. Most points I have on a champ is 110k on level 577. Not 1 mil, but 900k. I mean, still an achievement. Still mad achievement for all these kind of mastery points. Like, the highest mastery I have is 500, is like 400 something k, and it's Shaco. And I'm completely, like, I hate it. Like, Shaco, I can't. 240k on Triss. Yeah, I've got 500k on Shaco, and then I've got 420 something on Jin. But Shaco, I haven't played Shaco in so long. Like, he's barely been played. And I just give me a champ to start learning now. I'd say Azir. Like, I played one Azir, or even the likes of Talia. Like, if you haven't learned them already, like, I love, like, the Azir is so cool, but I feel like Azir requires a lot of learning. Like, you gotta break a couple of eggs before you can make the omelet. So I definitely think if you want to learn a champ, learn Azir. A champion is, if you can get good at him, you can, like, 1v9. You can be like the sole winning of team fights. I mean, you've seen Faker play it, and it's ridiculous. But like, I regret my highest mastery. I kind of regret Shaco a lot because he's very annoying champion to play against, and I know a lot of people don't like him. I was in a very, like, it was a very toxic part of my life. Top Faker's gonna take it home tomorrow. Kindo, my man, or woman, sorry. Yeah, Faker's gonna take it home. He's gonna bring home that 4th title, and it's gonna give Guma, and he's gonna, and Keria, and they. I'm sorry, because I called someone man by accident, and they didn't want to be called man. Like I just called it as like a general thing. Faker can take me home. I mean, can I just, okay? So quick second here. So Faker, so T1 suits. T1 suit and tie. T1. Can I just, like, point out? We gotta take a look at it. So, like, can we just take a look? So, like, chat, like, hear me out. So T1 did like suit try-ons and stuff. So, like, just for a second. So how do you vote? Oh, so you click on the predict button, and then you can check with whose points you want to go. There we go. So I know Braxador got it, but can we look? So Faker in the suits. Like, look at this. Look at this, bro. Custom made. Like, and Polo. So they got Ralph Lauren. Like, whew, the whole of T1 looking like, whee, Korean Harry Potter. Yeah, Korean Harry Potter. Like, they looking clean. Like, they look clean in those suits. Like, I know you can't hear audio, but like, I can I can only get so erect. I mean, they are huge in South Korea. I know, like, Like that's what I wish it was like South Africa, but like esports stars are like are celebrities. Hoping your client works this time. What huge are we talking about now? Oh gosh. I really hope it does work as well. But they are big, yeah. Like they're considered like yeah they're basically because they're like one of the best teams in Korea. Like all the lot of Korean East League of Legends players, they are these massive celebrities, and they are famous. They are like as famous as like South African rugby players and cricket players are. And I don't watch any of it. I know who they are. Like people don't even need to watch League of Legends to know that Faker is an idol. He's like a superstar. He's like one of the founding fathers of esports in South Korea. But let's kind of hope that the client loads in. Okay, come on, client, give us a good old load. The Ace of people cry, no doubt. Yeah, a lot of people think he's going to be retiring at the end of the season, but I don't think he's going to retire. I just think the roster is going to split because they've tried with this roster twice now, and they still haven't been able to take over a title. But if they take over a title, like the roster might stay the same. But now it seems like we've also got some 6 skins coming out here. But client did load us in on time. Thankfully, it did load us in on time. Very nice, very nice. So now we are going to be going into, there we go. So going to have to unfortunately pause some tunes as it's team 1 block 1, as that is going to be, oh, wrong. That's the wrong. All right, so we should be in game here, as still giving us a bit of problems, but we are officially into game 2 here of this series of the Aegis League Division 1, with step by step leading the charge here with 1 game up against the Rats. As we see team comp wise, we see it's going to be a bit of an invade down this bot side. Looks like they're going for this bot lane invade here. We've got the new Heartstealer Phelios is going to be rocked in that bot lane as wards coming out. So red is going to be spotted. It looks like they are not going to get any invades anytime soon. And Nyx is going to try and spot them out. Is going to just drop that root. Is going to get that really solid early game root. Going to catch multiple of them out. While the Jhin is also going to be... Jhin's not going to be able to get anything. But Strife does unfortunately not have items. We hope Strife is able to realize that they do not have the items. So Strife is aware of it. Strife is going to go for the reset. He's going to pick up some items. Maybe going to be rushing back. Maybe we're just rushing into lane. Wasn't able to get them in time, but still got them anyway. As now we try and take apart both these drafts here. As we see, the scaling is not what the Rats opted for in the first series. But second series, they've opted for this Kale for Walpole. They put him on a bit of more of a hyper carry here. While they put Reformed on the Yone, a really strong side lane counter pick. Going to be really strong there. Cornell on the Sylas. I've seen this Sylas before. It is quite deadly. Strife on a very defensive pick with a Zyra. Going to be a good counter pick into the likes of Cornell as well as Maokai and the Yone. So can lock them up quite easily. Strife's going to go with some really good trades with that Electrocute. Did not go for the Aftershock. Really wanted to go for some aggressive trading. As you see, bot lane is going to be very much... It's going to be Jhin, who did opt with the Deadly Flourish first rather than the Bouncing Grenade. So really just wants to try and see if they can... We're going to get an early pick there with the team. They're going to try and get an invade. But are going to get that level 2. Zyra is going to be able to get that little bit of that push there. But not much, as Zyra's just going to get some damage over into Zyreed. And it's going to... Deadly Flourish going to connect. Going to do plenty of damage. And it does look like it's going to be the Lethality Jhin, who also opted for the Cleanse. Very smart choice. It likes into the Maokai as well as the Thresh. But not necessarily too much of an issue in that instance. But the Jhin also opting for the Cleanse. Also quite smart, especially with the amount of crowd control they have with the Lissandra, Sejuani, and the Zyra. Velios is going to need to desperately stay alive in these team fights coming. As now Yon does try and go for a trade here onto the Kale, but the Kale will just walk out of it. As now Cornell is going to just be holding this lane. You're going to be doing a bit of damage over to Strife there. But Strife is just going to be able to walk right away. Get that quick trade over onto Cornell and walk it out. Very easy one there. As Kale is also still struggling, going to be struggling a little bit with those minions over in the top side. Yone is applying a lot of pressure there, while Zyra is going to be helping the Jhin out, just clear some of those minions. Whirlpool is going to just be trying to use that attack speed steroid that she gets, just to try and farm other minions. As you got some cool doggos from Smiley in the chat. Well, now, we're going to see no Scuttle contest there from the Maokai. It's just going to continue their top, to continue their jungle push. Alun is going to get that bot side Scuttle, and is going to be looking to just pass through that mid lane and possibly just pick it up. So Maokai is not going to be doing that. It's just going to be going for that full clear there. Went for the romp and looked like it's going to go for the wolves. And now Cornell going for a bit of engage onto Strife. As that Cornell's going to have to walk away, taking a lot of damage from that Lissandra. As Lissandra could be flexed into a possible support role. Was kind of expecting a possible Lissandra. Can't be a good answer into the likes of a Thresh, or even anyone that goes necessarily dashes in and goes for that hard engage, and can be a really good counter. As you see Yone trying to get some more trades there on to Whirlpool, who is level 5. Still that melee champion. Going to be using that Aegis to farm from afar, as they've been able to catch up a little bit in that CS department and be doing a lot of damage over to actually to Reformed, who's having a bit of a hard time. Still level down so far. Now Cornell wants to go for a trade, but Strife is going to go for the order. He's going to go for that stun there. A lot of damage coming out from Cornell there, but Strife is going to be able to get that lockup and is going to be able to go away. As Loon is going to go for that flash forward. Cornell has to burn that flash too, as Thresh is now going to drop that lantern, and Cornell will just make it out, as that is multiple flashes dropped. Loon and Cornell having to burn their flashes in this early game, but really good roam there coming out from Thresh, able to save his mid laner. Very solid gameplay from him there. As Kale's going to be knocked up a little bit by the Yone. Yone is going to cause some problems, especially with that kind of poke. But Kale really just wants this level 6 so she can be a bit more ranged and be a bit more oppressive and farm a little easier in this lane. But not much CS difference now. At least Kale has had a bit of an easier time farming those minions compared to the Shen. Shen very much struggles against those minions. Does not have as high of a base attack damage to kill them early game, and even possibly even into the late game. But really solid farm across the board for everyone here. But the Jhin taking the charge here on in terms of CS. Kale is now ranged, so now can farm from afar. Has hit that level's first mark of the scaling. And we all know what a Kale is like when they hit level 16. It is a very much a... Unless someone is literally overly fed, the Kale will eat through everyone. So you need to try and figure out a way to deal with that, the Kale, before it's too late. So then the Yone is likely a good answer into that. And now with the Sylas, is going to be running that CDR, is running those CDR boots in that mid lane. So it really wants to get those cycle rotations over. Try and get as many of the Petricide bursts off per auto attack cycle before the electrocute comes off. With the Maokai and the Sejuani are going to butt heads in this mid lane here. As now we're going to be seeing fights happening in that top side. Kale is going to have to be very careful. He does not get the ulti off. And Whirlpool gets solo killed up in that top side. As now Alun is going to go for a fight there. Cornell and are going to be there as well. Just like Cornell's going to go for that engage there. They do have the Sandra ulti. Can go for the engage. Alun is in a bit of a bad spot there. Mental Grog's going to get started by Strife there. The Sandra ulti is going to be there. And looks like Cornell is going to get that answer. And is going to get Alun there. As Strife does want to go for the kill there onto Strife. But tries to get slowed down. Really good flash from Mental. As Cornell is going to go for the dash. And really wants to go for the kill here. But Lissandra is going to make it out alive. Just barely makes it out alive under her tower. As 2 kills go over to step by step. As the hook does connect to Zyra. Zyra does have flash. Can flash away. But has been caught shopping. And Nyx is going to need to be very careful. Aphelios does get the root, but is going to get that slow off, plus the fleet footwork, and that Thresh auto attack with 3 kills for step by step as Aphelios secures himself a kill. Dark Cosmic Jhin is the one. I very much do agree. As the Sardar did have to use that ult defensively, had to use the Entomb just to keep themselves alive from the Sylas. Yeah, the Dark Cosmic, the Erasure one. How are we feeling about the Erasure one? Because I don't particularly like the Erasure one. As now you see, Whirlpool is going to gang him mid onto Cornell. Cornell's quite low, but Alun is going to be there to catch Cornell here. It looks like Cornell doesn't really have any place to go. They really want to give this kill over to the Kale, and they will be able to do so. As Paul is going to be getting themselves some free scaling gold there. As Thresh is going to pop that lantern, going to get Valentine out of there. But this Thresh The Thresh Lanterns have been absolutely on point. Absolute superb gameplay here from Zyred on the Thresh. But really good rotations that coming out from the Rats as they fight back, pick up that kill, and hand it over to the Kale, who is very much the reciprocant of these kills. Really does need them at least to get into that scaling part of the game. And especially, she gave up so many minions to go up into that top side as Reform God is waiting. There's no vision, as now Reform God is going to go for look for a fight here. He's going to go to fight Reform God here. The Kale does burn the ulti early. Very early ulti there from the Kale. That is no defenses against Yone, who's going to be shoving that wave in. As it's going to be Yone is going to be shoved this wave, and this is a very big wave. Yone does have this fate sealed. He does know that the Kale does not have R. Could go for something, but is not going to do so. Going to see some no action there as well. Paul's going to go for some smacks onto Reform there. Oh, big damage from them there. As Yone is going to go in. Does have the fate sealed. Could look for a way in here. But not going to go for it. Up. And this time is up. And the recall is over. Yone can go for it. Does have the TP, not the ignite. So cannot deny the heal from Paul. As you see, Mental is going to go bot lane. He's going to see the flash coming in from the Thresh. The flash coming from the Pelios as well as Zara ult is going to drop. It's going to catch out Valentine. But the Maokai Nature God's going to lock down Next Storm. Next Storm is very careful. Loon is there. The Pelios ulti goes wide. Moonlight Vigil does not connect. Jin drops the... Oh my gosh, Jin! Jin gets that kill with the curtain call, just barely nicking the Aphelios. It would secure that kill there. And that is Jin fighting back there. That's the lethality there as Lissandra is going to have to burn the ulti defensively. Lissandra does not... The cooldowns on the Aphelios is not going to be enough. I mean, on the side is not going to be enough. As Nazara does look to go mid. But now we see Alun and Sky are going to be on this dragon here. Maokai does want to go for a contest. Cornell has no mana. Can't go for a fight onto Strife. Azara also needs to back off. Does not have the HP. So this is just going to be a dragon that's going to go over to the Rats here. As the Rats will own. They are going to own this dragon. And they are going to get it quite comfortably. And that is first Drake going over to the Rats. They get the Mountain Drake, which is going to be really solid for their very tanky team comp. Well, their tanky engage, which is the Sejuani. So really, really good for her. And does give him resistance to the Kale, who can scale. But because there is a reason why scaling rhymes with Kale. As now we see Aphelios is going to be able to shove them on the tower. Plenty good CS across the board. The Yone has started pulling back as the Jin does get hit by the Death Sentence. Going to get hit by the Flay too. A lot of damage coming out there onto Sky. But is just going to have to play it defensively, not able to get those minions. And we'll just get that last one with the Deadly Flourish. And is looking to reset, as she does have a very dominant CS lead over there. Thresh is looking to stop any backs here. Does not stop Jin in time, as Paul is going to have to deal with Mr. God here, who's going to get a knock up, going to get some damage off, and the Yone smacking and abusing under the tower. Zyra gets the root, and is going to get hooked away. That is no flash for Zyra, and that is a dead plant lady. With Valentine securing themselves another kill on that bot side and going to secure themselves some more platings. As Strife taking some more poke from Lissandra. But it looks like there's going to be a fight around the Rift Herald here. The Reform does walk down, but Warpole and Alun are there. So Scuttle is going to go to Alun as Lissandra is going to walk down as well. While Sky is going to be left alone in this bot side, but God is going to look like they caught out. Alun does have the Permafrost. Plus the Glacial Prison, the Yone is going to go for the ulti, going to collect one, but the kill is going to burn the ulti. It's going to be big AoE damage. Reform is taking a lot of damage. Lissandra is not going to be there. Lissandra does burn the ulti onto the Yone. The Yone does barely make it out alive. Cornell is there. Does steal the kill ultimate. Does want to look for an engager. Is going to go for a fight. Is going into a 1v3. Does get locked up. Does look like a bit of an overstep here from Cornell, who is going to have to reset there. He's going to have to back off. Not going to be any fights happening there. Just ultis traded and damage traded. No kills. But God will be able... Oh, God is taking tower. Ballsy one there, unfortunately tanking the tower, and is going to have to force a reset and use that TP. While Alun is going to be looking for mental. As Lissandra wants to look for a fight, that is going to hop over. And that is going to force mental to go for the flash, as that is no flash Maokai there. Lissandra did not have the entomb, but really got scared mental there. No flash. There's Yone. Gonna go for the reset. Kale just gonna keep pushing. Jin and Nyx are gonna get themselves some tower plating as well. Like all these ADCs do is just get tower plating. As now Sky picks up the Umbral Glaive for the Jin. Gonna be able clearing out those wards, and also really cheap first lethality item. Really good item for a lot of these good early game lethality abusers. And Jin is no exception. As we see, that is going to be his first item. With Thresh now going to clear out the vision. Zarya going to try and catch out Zed, but Zed does read that quite well. Just going to tank a bit of poke as Nyx might step a little too close, but now we see Maokai is going to be bot side. Does have the Nature's Grasp. I could look for an engage, but there is no real reason to fight. Jhin is going for a reset and is likely going to be able to get those tier 2 boots, or possibly just another serrated Dirk. Oh, really good trades coming out from that Yone there. Able to get it out there. Big damage. Whoopple. Oh, that's a Kraken Slayer Yone already. And the Kayle does not have ulti. This Kayle needs to leave. Kayle will be... So the Kayle will be leaving. And Reform God will be helping themselves to plenty of tower plating there. Not going to be too much of a problem, as a Loon is going to just be there just to back him up. But we are going to just be seeing some general vision coming around here. Just overall, kind of just chilling down here. Jhin can clear out the vision quite nicely. That's going to go for some trades onto Strife there, but not going to be too much of a problem. Oh, but the Sylas, plenty of cooldown reduction. Has been able to get a lot of damage off, a lot of cycles. As Sylas is going to look for an engaging him. Strife is not going to be able to connect there. As you see, Yone does try to go for an engage there, but the Spirit is going to be pulled back just in time. As now Jhin has just gone off for that, really wants that early game, going for that lethality, and is going to really try and pressure this Aphelios here. As this Cornell is going to go for an engage here, but the Glacier Prince is going to be stolen there. Thresh is going to flash, we're going to go get the flag and drop in the box. Sky has nowhere to go, and that is going to be Valentine locking them up in the box. As the Thresh Hook does not connect because of the plants. So a bit of T-sipping happening here on his tops in this bot side, as Nyx is going to be doing some damage. Aphelios not going to connect anything there. As some sads expressed across the board here. While Yone does want to look for a fight here onto the pole. Fate Seal is available. But now Nyx is going to be defending that lane all on their lonesome. As we do see a possibility of a dive here, but it's not going to happen. As we're going to see Alun going to try to go in for an engage, but Zared's going to flay that away. Textbook flay. Solid work from the Thresh. Really doing their job up again to save this Aphelios here. As now we're going to see Alun and Nyx are going to be roaming up with the dragon now spawning. Maokai is going to be in this bot side. Lissandra is going to be looking to go into the mid lane, going to try and get some lane dominance. As Zared's going to be able to stay and is going to try and get some priority for this dragon with Alun. But Maokai's saplings will catch out the Sejuani. As now, once we look closer to this objective, it's going to be the second objective for the Rats. They do have a lot of that kind of dominance now. No Rift Herald priority just yet for either side. As now we're going to be seeing step by step making their way into the river. Mental is going to be clearing out some vision and is going to try and use some of those saplings just to catch people out. While Yone going to be smacking up Pole. And then the Yone just not going to be able to do too much there. Pole going to smack him up. A lot of damage. Cornell's going to be careful. Going to get rooted up. Going to get hit by the Charger. Going to get hit by the stun, by the permafrost. And Jhin is there. Cornell is going to have to use that Charger ulti defensively. Maokai is going to be there as well. Cornell is going to try and do their best there. Sky needs to be very careful. He does get away with the Thresh Hook. The Thresh is trying to get them flayed back into the Maokai. But Sky is going to back away. As now Loon is taken very low. The Syra ulti is going to be there. It's going to take out Cornell. Cornell's taken quite low. Jhin will get that curtain call. Is going to get one. Is he going to get two? Not going to be able to get two. And we'll get close to three. As Strife will be able to secure at least two. That is now going to be 3 kills going over to the Rats. But that is going to unfortunately be that top tower falling. But now Dr. Valentine doing a lot of damage on this Aphelios here. As this is, and scaling wise, the Aphelios does have a better time in these late game fights. Jhin will be solely reliant on those ultis and that long range deadly flourish to do the damage. While Kayle has hit the level 11, so he is slowly getting closer and closer to that late game hyper carry as the game progresses. So that is going to be where majority of the scaling is going to come out for the Rats. As now Alun is going to get caught out. It's going to be flash coming out from the Maokai. Going to get into the death sentence. It's going to be the root coming out from the Aphelios there. Very good, solid one there. The Nature's Grasp desperately trying to slow them down, but not going to be enough. And it is going to be a very easy kill going over to Dr. Valentine once again. As they secure that they're going to start themselves up this first dragon for themselves. Cassandra is not going to be able to try and stop that. Neither is the Zyra. That's going to be first dragon going over to step by step here. As now we see Zyra taking a plenty of damage. Hook is not going to connect onto Nyx. As Cornell is going to wait here. Going to catch out the Zyra. Plenty of trade damage there. Plus the Everfrost. And Cornell just deletes the Zyra. As now we see Yone going for that engage up on that top side. And the Kale is starting to be a bit of a nuisance, at least for the Yone. But the Yone can't scale it up. It's going for that very, very strong hull breaker build of the Yone. Going to be sitting and being a side lane menace. Well, we see Yone just really having a bit of a battle there with the Gromp. And Gromp has decided wants Yone for breakfast. As Yone is just going to keep staying. Yep, Aphelios. Now we're on Aphelios. The new Heartsteel Aphelios out here. I'm not sure if it's in general, but Rat's Captain uses Storm for next Storm. Okay, okay. So I'll just say Storm. Alright, cool. Okay, okay. I get that. I do understand. I'll try and I'll be more friends. Strife is going to go fight down to Cornell, but Cornell will come out victorious there. Strife has to defensively use the Claw. While Sky is going to be holding quite a dominant lane here, especially with that extra range and going in for that Duskblade. So there's double items already on the Jhin. Very cheap and very efficient items here. As really going to be using to looking to use that curtain call. So I handle our captain is away, so I handle comms for once. Alright, I do understand. Very much do understand. The real world does exist. And they are approached outside League of Legends. Sometimes I find hard to grasp as a League of Legends player, but always fun there. But now Zyred is going to try and really look for that death sentence onto Storm here. But now Yone is going for that 1v2 onto Paul and Alun, but that is going to be the ulti coming out from the Kale there. A lot of damage from Yone. He's going to get that double and looking to possibly the triple. The Sarge is going to get that lock up there, but the whole breaker is doing so much work for this Yone. And Yone does get that Radiant Virtue. That is a double kill for the Yone. Yone's going to back off there. He's going to be able to get out there, but not going to get hit by the curtain call. As Yone secures the double and walks out there alive. Absolute massacre from the Yone. Really coming in clutch there, as now the Thresh is going to be able to get Mental out of that fight alive. Again, Thresh being the lifesaver that his team deserves and needs with that 5,000 gold lead. But Sky was very close, able to closing down that 600 gold deal with the Yone. And now it looks like Storm is going to try and get some damage there onto Valentine. Going to be able to do a little bit, but not enough to really phase the Aphelios. Does have the fleet footwork and the coal still, so can just pick all that health back up off the minion wave. As no objectives yet to spawn. We have Baron, which is on the table. The Baron is available to anyone and everyone, but likely not going to be seeing too much of that action just yet. Still a little bit early, but the Aphelios is doing a lot of big damage over to Nyx Storm. As now Yone is going to go fight onto Paul here, but that hull breaker on Yone is just so dangerous with that Kraken Slayer. He's really hard to lock down the second brother. As Alun wants to look for an engage on Valentine. Valentine's walked a little too close. Alun can look for an engage here. Cornell's going to steal the Zyra ulti. That's going to be a flash coming out from Zyra. Cornell's going to fight onto the Alun. They're not going to connect the chains. Alun will back off. With Yone desperately looking for a way in here. Not going to be able to find their way on the dive here. With Valentine and Zyra looking for a dive. Silas and the Maokai are looking for an engage here. The Nature's Grasp is available. They are really forcing the hand of the Sejuani. His Sejuani is going to go in for the knockup. Mental is going to knock them back. There's going for the damage of Zyra ulti. Doubles Zyra ulti. Nature's Grasp is going to lock them down. Lune's taking so low, but Cornell is going to take out the kill. Then Maokai is going to be locking down multiple members. The side is going to pick up two. The Kale is there to say they're going to lock down Strife, but it's not going to be enough. As Thresh does that, the Death Send double kill for the Silas, and that's going to triple kill for the Silas. And there's a quadra kill for the Silas. Cornell could go for the Penta here. Cornell is looking like they are going to go for it. Are they going to go for it? They got to go for the Penta here. Cornell is going to go for it onto this Jhin here. They are going to push the wave. Looks like Cornell does really, really want this Penta kill. So he is going to try and go for it. That Sky is not going to be alive very long. As it's going to drop that curtain call. Going to do a bit of damage there. Up, and it's just, oh gosh. Oh no. Oh no. As Cornell does going to looking to go in here. Going to get the unofficial Penta kill for Cornell here. smurfing it on the side here, but is going to take it down by the Zyra, unfortunately, and the tower will fall. But pentakill over to the Silas. Absolutely crazy potential and crazy plays coming out there from Mr. RSA Cornell, as it does put Step by Step in a very good position. They have got the presence for the dragon. They are quite far in terms of gold. Alune is there to fight it against Mental, but Valentine will be there with Storm. Scuttle will be cleared out, but that is going to be smited away. 15-second smite, as there's going to be Alune securing the Scuttle Crab. Playing for the small objectives, playing for the small ones. But now multiple resets across the board. Have later the Jhin coming in. Is going to be going to go for the Axiom Arc next item. So it's going to be prioritizing that ulti damage. As we now see a TP coming in from the Silas here. That is going to be a full Cosmic Drive Silas. As the Reform God is a lot of from the Yone. Yone is going to pick up one. Zyra ulti is going to lock up Mental. But it's not going to be enough as Zyra is out of there. Jhin is going to open the curtains. Going to smack up Zyra. It's going to do a lot of damage. And is going to try and look for that execute there, but not going to do enough as Maokai will secure that dragon. But Yone does want to look for a fight. Decides it's going to hop over the wall. Does have the Cajun Prison. Is going to try and lock it up. Yone going to get slowed there by Strife there, but it looks like it's going to be the ulti counter coming out there from the Sejuani. But RSA Cornell is going to take them alive there. As Maokai is going to go for the flash. Going to knock back Strife, but not going to deny it there. As the Fate Seal is going to come out. Going to just try and take down one. But the Jhin is going to be, there's going to be an unfortunate tower dive. This is not going as planned. A lot of them are getting quite low here. Kale's going to pick up one. And looks like Cornell is going to just try and pick up Sky there. And Sky is going to be able to pick up, going to die there. And Cornell will make it out alive as Kale picks up the double. A dive unfortunately gone wrong with Cornell. And the Cornell, only one making out alive with Paul, who does pick up a double kill on this Kale. Kale getting these kills is not what you need here. But Silas did pick up some kills as well, and is going to likely be able to finish off that Zhonya's shortly. 3-item Silas. Plenty of ability haste for him here. Sitting at a... What is his ability haste? We can look at it. Let's take a look at it. So, take a look at some of these stats here. So he's looking at an ability haste of 85 ability haste here. But then we're going to look at just some of the runes that some people have optimized for here. So Kale is going to be able to, is going to be a tower secured in that bot side for the rats. Very nice for them there. But then we also can just take a look at just some of the general healing from the Jhin. So the Jhin going to be running that Dark Harvest, the Mana Immune with the Mana Flow Band as well as the Scorch. So going to win for that more very poke orientated build. Oh, you see the hook is going to come out onto Strife here. Really good engage from Zyrene and from Mental. But they just don't really have the damage to kill that Lysandra before she gets her reset. So now Ophelios on that Infinity Edge is going for that Bloodthirst, the next item there. As Cornell is going to be clearing out some wards, but Storm will be there to try and answer it. About a 5,000 gold lead in favor of the step by step. With the rats still trying to really find their footing here. But now Cornell looks like they would want to start this Baron here. They do have the guns for it. Ophelios has got the Crescendo and got the Severum. Can do it relatively quickly. Just stack up the Severum. Get the extra Crescendum Chakrams. And you're A for away here. And now going to get into that Calibrum Crescendum combo. Really good team fight combo here. As you could see a possible engage here off the Baron here. Going to try and catch some people out here. But looks like it's not going to happen. Yone is going to walk around, going to just clear out some vision. As now we are going to be seeing the 2-man mid. Oh gosh, I'm tired already. This can't be this late. But now Cornell is going to look to go to that top side. Just to try and see if it can maybe hang around, look for picks here with this Yone. As we could... see some more pushing power coming into the mid lane with the Baron there. Was able to force the Jhin and the Zyra to hang around. Cornell is just looking around for plays to make. Now is going to reset. Does have the Zhonya's intact. Does have the gold, so able to pick that up quite nicely. As well, probably going to need to sell the Dorans as resets coming over. That is going to be the Zhonya's for the Silas. I hope. I could be completely wrong, but... is waiting for, there it goes. So picks it up, picks up the Zhonya's. So that is now 3 items Silas, 2.5 items at Lysandra. So she's still in a fairly decent spot gold wise. So it's only about 400 gold behind in the mid lane, with the gold 1,000 in the lead in the jungle. Yone, 4,000 gold lead on this Yone. And bot lane, it's about 2,000 in favor of this Aphelios, who does have the Bloodthirster. That is a 3-item menace in that with that Thresh there. You do not want to be on the bad side of that death sentence. As now Strife is going to be holding this lane against Reform God. Going to be doing some extra damage there, and the whole breaker really going to be benefiting the Yone quite a bit here with those resistances. As now we see Root coming out there, but immediate cleanse coming from Dr. Valentine. Really good cleanse there as the Permafrost Glacial Prison is going to come out there. As now Warple's going for a fight. It's Cornell, big damage coming out, but Storm is going to take a lot of damage from the Aphelios there. And Aphelios is going to drop the Moonlight Vigil, going to be low damage coming out to Storm. The Cornell is taken quite low. Needs to be very careful. It's going to drop that Kale ulti, but it's going to be using it to their advantage. Cornell takes down the Kale. Looks like they're going to be engaged here from Dr. Valentine. He's going to be smacking out a Loon as they do take down the Jhin. The Jhin in a bit of a risky spot there as Valentine does get the root onto a Loon. Storm is on their way out. Strife is there to answer. Yone does have the Fate Seal. Is not going to be able to use it. Is going to just be pulled away. As now we see Dr. Valentine and Zyred are going to be pushed down mid lane with the Maokai. Do have the barreled out minions. Strife taken quite low. Does have the Zhonya's. Does have no ulti. So can't really defend too much of that. As Form is going to be going into that top side with Cornell. They're going to get these inhibs. And that's going to be inhib top lane. That is gone. That is going to be mid lane inhib. That is going to be gone. Barreled up minions are pushing on these Nexus towers. Nexus towers are falling so fast. It's so quick. The Thresh is going to get that death sentence. The Aphelios and the Yone are just going to be passing on that tower. That's going to be the last ditch effort. The Yone is going to drop that Fate Seal, but it's not going to be enough as Cornell and Valentine are going to be absolutely churning out the damage here. As Silas picks up a double. Jhin is trying to use the curtain call to the best of their advantage, but Cornell absolutely deletes the Zyra. As they do go for that engage there, and Silas will get shut down. But that will be GG well played as this game goes over to step by step. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So GG well played to everybody as we have reached the end of the series. I would pull people in for interviews, but I think everyone is tired. Everyone wants to go to bed. It is currently 12 o'clock here, at least in South Africa. So step by step, comfortably taking that W in that second game, but very, very close once again. Looking at both these matches, the Rats did have a very good set of early game pressure and were very easily able to snowball some of these leads, but just weren't able to transfer it into the mid to late game. The Kale was getting stronger. Kale was one level away from level 16. Jhin did have the 3 items, so can spike really hard those ultis, but the Silas, unfortunately, for the Rats was able to get a big lead, and it became an absolute nightmare to deal with this very high mobility, high ability haste Silas. But from me in the chat to everyone who came to watch, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your evenings, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you all on the flip side when I catch you all in the next stream. So see you later, alligator, and I catch you all later, baby.